Right, so a few weeks ago I did this video. Team Android killed the iPhone? Link in the video description for that. Make sure you check that out first before watching this, very important. But in that video I ran a huge blind camera comparison test where you guys voted between some of the top Android flagships around right now and the best from Apple, the iPhone 13 Pro Max, who many viewers and reviewers alike deem to be the pinnacle or best all-round camera available right now on a smartphone. But the results from the test are finally in, the moment of truth is here, the reckoning is upon us, and many of those championing the iPhone were wrong. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video, and thanks to Casetify for sponsoring today's video. Seriously, drop a like and subscribe, otherwise Dotty will be fuming. Support the cat. Support the cat! Maybe I should just do cat videos instead. So in that video, I broke the voting down into two key sections. Firstly, can you recognise the brand that took the photos and videos options A to F? Because often during debates, people will say, well, I like such and such because of a certain quality, a certain style. And secondly, and this is the important part, which options A to F did you prefer? With some key points to help with the scoring system. The overall goal of these videos was to identify a clear winner without the knowledge or brand bias, because we know it exists, we just can't put a finger on it. Do you really prefer the images and videos from the iPhone or Samsung, or is it just because you know it's taken by them? Your brand loyalty. And as you'll see, results really surprise me. So first part, could you identify which of the 6 options were taken by which brand? And the answer was, well, really no. And you'll see when voice crack, and you'll see when I've done it again, and you'll see when I reveal the brands. Take a look. So we didn't get as many guesses at the actual brands as we did you providing what your favourite pictures were, and that's to be expected. It is a lot harder to pinpoint specific brands completely blind just based on photos and videos as it is to which you like the look of. But for those who did answer, and let me refresh your memory of the options, we had 50% of you saying that A was the iPhone 13 Pro Max, 25% saying it was the Google Pixel 6 Pro, 12.5% saying it was the Huawei P50 Pro, another 12.5% saying the Realme GT2 Pro, with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and OnePlus 10 Pro both with 0. Moving on to option B, we had 50% of you believing it was the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, 33% saying the iPhone 13 Pro Max, 17% saying Huawei P50 Pro, and nobody for the OnePlus 10 Pro, Realme GT2 Pro, and the Pixel 6 Pro. Option C gave 66%, that's quite a large percentage, to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, 33% to the OnePlus 10 Pro, and 0 for the other 4. So that was very iPhone or OnePlus 10 Pro, which in itself, when you look at the history and the abilities of the supposed cameras, again, pretty surprising. And then option D, we had a huge mix. 33% thought it was the Pixel 6 Pro, 22% S22 Ultra, another 22% 13 Pro Max, and a further 22% for the P50 Pro, 0 for the OnePlus 10 Pro and the Realme GT2 Pro. 2 left in this first part. 50% of you thought that option E was the S22 Ultra, so half of you, and 25% for the OnePlus 10 Pro and Realme GT2 Pro, again the other 3 with 0 votes here. And finally, just to kind of sum up this first part, option F had a real split right across the board with 20% for 5 of the different brands, with only nobody thinking it was the Realme GT2 Pro, so 20% for each of the other 5. So as you can see, it basically means in today's smartphone market, it's so difficult to pick between the different brands when they're right in front of you without knowing which has taken what. They've all got to a point where they've taken individual qualities and traits from each other, things that are successful, that they all have now kind of blended, and their overall imagery is very difficult to tell apart. But for reference, before we get onto which smartphone actually won in the quality department, here are the actual phones hidden in options A to F. Surprised? Quite possibly, but probably not as much as you will be when you see the results in the next part. But before we hear the rules for the comparison test, a quick word from our video sponsor, Casetify. Casetify not only provide cases and accessories for certain Apple products like these ones here, check out that class customized ASBYT watch strap, but also a whole host of other really impressive new products from their Android collection, including ones for the Samsung Galaxy S22 series, Z Flip series, and Pixel line as well. I have a couple of options for the Pixel 6 series, including this sort of teardown looking one, a design I know is really popular with a lot of you at the moment, and also this funky Samsung Galaxy S22 series LAX ticket design, perfect for all you travelers out there. There are of course loads of other design prints and phone models available to choose from. In either the Impact option, a great balance between being slim and light and still having that protection, and the Ultra Impact option for that added drop protection. Tons of options with customization as you've seen available, so head over to www.casetify.com/ASBYT today to get 15% off on a new Android phone case. Go check it out. Right, so which phone won your favourite camera? Here are the rules. 1 point was awarded for a specific phone for you choosing that as your favourite. If you chose more than one, 1 point was awarded to each. If you gave a winner and then specified a runner-up, the winner would get 1 point and the runner-up would then be awarded half a point. If you specified one phone was the best for a certain area, like night mode for example, again half a point was awarded. If you said one phone was the worst, a minus point was awarded, and if you gave an order of multiple phones from best to worst, 1 point was awarded to the winner, half a point to second place, and a minus point for the last place. So, who finished last out of the 6? Well, in 6th of 6, not a great place to be in, with 3% of the vote, we had the Realme GT2 Pro. Hearts go out, commiserations, but we move. We have to. It's part of the deal. It's a blind test. No time for charity here. In 5th place, with just 8% of the vote, it was the iPhone 13 Pro Max. No joke. And you'll see why it scored so low in a second, but we move to 4th, which with 10% of the vote was the OnePlus 10 Pro. And now things are really heating up. Your top 3. Bronze medal was awarded to, with 23% of the vote, around a quarter of you, it was the Google Pixel. It was the Google Pixel. It was the Google Pixel. It was the Google Pixel 6 Pro. And again, it could have been so much better for the Pixel, similar to the iPhone, as you'll see, but we move. We have our top 2. Who is going to be crowned the blind smartphone camera champion between the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and the Huawei P50 Pro? Well, drum roll please. With 30% of all total votes, the winner of the blind smartphone challenge was the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, with the Huawei P50 Pro coming in with 26% of the vote. So very split across the board, but Samsung topped this blind smartphone challenge. Now, the 2 key factors as to why the iPhone scored so lowly here. The first one was equal with the OnePlus 10 Pro at being people's least favourite in the images and photos. So it was docked the most minus points. So it scored more than a couple of the others in terms of people's favourites, but it received too many minus points. And the second point was it received quite a lot of second place finishes. So instead of getting 1 point, second only to the Google Pixel. I've done it again. The Pixel. Second only to the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which received the most amount of second places. It seemed to be almost everyone's second favourite device, option F. Again, why it didn't challenge right for that gold medal. So there you have it, guys and girls. The iPhone 13 Pro Max in 2022, according to you guys, the blind challenge, isn't the best smartphone camera available right now. Find it out amongst yourselves. I'm just here to give you the information. Do with that what you wish. As I said, if you enjoyed this video, it really would mean the world to me to drop a like on the video, drop a subscribe as well if you're new to the channel and want to be notified every time I upload. I've got loads of quality content coming very, very soon. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. So for your TP Sound.